You'd like to ask a question, Iga, just for me to start, if you could just sum up the match today for us, please.
Well, for sure, it's not easy to come back as a defending champion, so I'm happy that I got through the match, and I feel like first and third set I played really solid and really good. In second, there were some, tricky moments for sure, but I'm happy that I, went through them and worked through them so I could be back on a third set playing better.
Just go here in the middle.
Hi, Iga. Congratulations. The emotions at the end of the match felt like a great release, and I'm just curious what went into that, and maybe now having let some of those emotions out, if you feel maybe a little bit lighter even in the last few hours.
Well, I think the whole process of opening the court and playing as a defending champion is for sure really emotional. And last year probably the most amazing thing in my tennis career happened here. So I felt it also today. But it was a mix of different emotions. But overall, I'm happy that I got the win and I can have another chance to play on this court.
Front row.
Yeah, congrats for getting out of this match with the win. Can you just explain maybe what went on from the second set with your serve? Because it looked like at some point you just lost the timing completely, and then it's all the game that went with it. Just how did you go through it, and can you pinpoint why it tends to happen more often maybe?
Well, I think overall, maybe I am like sometimes more tense, and it's not easy to get rid of that. And you can sometimes see on the serve, on the quality goes down. But like I think you can see that in many players because serve is like the most complicated motion, so it's easy to mess it up a little bit. But for me, the most important thing is that I served better in a third set, that I got through this. I know what I did wrong a little bit, so I'll try to have just more clarity in these moments to try to reset again and try to serve with the quality that I have on practice and that I also had at the beginning of the match.
Tamani.
You mentioned on the court that your third set record hasn't been great this year. And was that something that was playing on your mind and something you felt you needed to kind of break through in a way?
Well, maybe I thought about it at some point, but there's no time on court to think about stuff like that. So I just wanted to, for sure change that because this is the time, I mean, any match is important, but for sure if I want to do it, I want to do it now. So I just felt that maybe it wasn't so easy for me to accept that I was losing some sets this year, especially that some of them just slipped out of my hands a little bit, But today I had more calm in the third to overcome this, and I knew how to play, so I really leaned on that, and it was great because I could overcome this and win the third.
Charlie.
Iga, well done. How much do you think then with the serve it's a kind of technical thing versus a psychological thing?
It's tennis, it's all combined.
And just on that as well, how additionally emotional was it having your dad and your sister were here today? Like, did that make it an even more special, more emotional occasion?
Well, overall, if more people come sometimes on some tournaments, I feel a little bit that, there are some expectations, but it's not the case this time because only like 2 people came. For sure, the most important for me because the closest, people for me. But I don't feel like it was pressure because they know how I feel, and especially my sister. I feel like she understands quite a lot. So. I know that they are there to support me, and they also wanted to get the whole experience of being in the royal box. It doesn't happen often to have a chance to be there, so I'm happy that they could experience that, and I know it was quite stressful for them even as well. So, I'm happy that they finished in a positive way, and that they also enjoyed.
In the first set, you hit 11 winners, only 4 unforced errors. Second set, it was the other way around. I know you've been fighting this for a while, but how frustrating is it when you can play at such high level and then it drops? And what are the processes you're trying to do to overcome that?
Well, I think I had trouble at the beginning of the year to accept that, this day today I felt like it doesn't really matter because I have a third set coming up. I can't really think about all these mistakes, and I know I have this game with me, so I just needed to be more sharp and maybe not keep my margins bigger, not take too much risk. I also felt that at the beginning of the second set, Taylor kind of pushed a little harder and she went to the net more successfully comparing to some volleys that she missed in the first set. So it's not there are always two people playing, If she wouldn't push, maybe I wouldn't make these mistakes. So then I felt like at the end of the second set, it was more even game and it's not like I was, playing stupid or something. So I had something to be positive about, and I went into the third set knowing that, okay, now we start from the beginning. I'm not gonna let the match, this set go to 0-3, and it probably will be a bit easier if I start well,
Just here in the middle again.
Yeah, Iga, speaking of Taylor, knowing the kind of player that she is, a tricky opponent, first round on grass, did you think that added at all to the stress and pressure and therefore the relief at having won the match?
Well, on one hand, obviously it's a bigger challenge, knowing that you need to be ready from the first round to play, at least, 80-90% of your level, and she's a player that really feels the grass, I would say. I don't know. That's what I felt from my side. But on one hand, it's a pressure because you need to be ready. But on the other hand, you need to accept that she can also play good and it's going to be a tight match. And it's not everything is on you because she can also have some great points, So that takes the pressure a little bit away from you.
Last question in English here.
Iga, you just talked about your father and your sister. I want to know how special for you to be the defending champion, to play the first match on second day or on center court.
Well, of course, it's super special. I already actually had a chance to do that after Ash retired. I played because I was number one, but it felt different, this time around. You feel like, I don't know, a lot of people are waiting for this match and it's all coming back, coming up to have this moment on this court and play this match, which feels strange because it's just a tennis match on the other hand. And but that's what Wimbledon is about a little bit. And I really wanted everyone to enjoy it, and I wanted to enjoy it, which is obviously not easy because playing tennis is sometimes tough. But at the end, I'm happy that it ended that way, and I'm happy that my family was there.
We'll change to Polish now.